walk around town with a jersey of a man's name on your back with their number? So you know what you're telling everybody? You don't want to be you, you want to be the player. There's not a player that wants to be you. Why in the hell do you want to be them? And listen carefully. Only players win. Fans buy tickets to get a false sensation through the actions of others. You got to get in the game, especially with what's happening in the world now. But we live in a nation of spectators. Get in the game. And this is huge. A lot of us put off tomorrow what we ought to do today, and we just keep doing that. And we just keep doing that. And then years turn into decades, and then things don't work out like you planned. A lot of us have lazy money. And then this is major. We have low rates of return, and then we rent. Some of us rent. There's no common sense reason to rent, especially with what's going on in real estate today. And then we have one source of income. You should have multiples. And you have no asset protection. Watch this. Have you been hurt or injured? Have you ever seen those ads? Call us Beavis and Butthead. We're for the people, by the people, to the people. Have you ever seen those? Drive me crazy. Watch this. If your truck or car or motorcycle is titled in your name, you have messed up big time. I don't own anything in my name. I'm a piñata with no candy. And listen to this. You want to control your assets, but you don't want to put them in your name. And then the lack of knowledge will kill you. And then everybody has an Uncle Jerry that's just going to tell you how to do everything. How the cow ate the cabbage. Most of them are 6 clicks left of clueless. And you ought to stop taking advice from clueless people. Do you know your mistakes will yield you a better rate of return than somebody else's successes? You need to understand what you're doing with your own money and take charge. That's what got a lot of us in trouble in this country. We offloaded our responsibility to others, and we got hurt severely for it. And then this is huge. Our current president and Congress has said they're going to raise our taxes. Do you think they're going to be true to their word? I think they're going to raise taxes. It's a pretty good indication. I travel extensively. I just got back from Africa. And if you think America is disgusting, you need to go visit some other countries. As bad as you think we are, you'll kiss the tarmac at OKC International Airport when you get back here with the problems other countries have. And I mean that. And a lot of you go, well, what'd you have, a vacation? I've never had a vacation. I take business trips. They're more fun. They're tax deductible. And you're just not set up correctly. Even if you are an employee, you should have a business of your own so that you can position yourself. When you look at what is going on in our nation right now, our government in the next 2 years is going to spend approximately $2 trillion. 15% of the money is going to go to women, female-owned businesses, listen up, minority-owned businesses, and veteran-owned businesses. So you guys in here could let your squeeze own 51, you own 49, and she's in control. I love that. You will send flowers then. And I'm in the game. A lot of you have good ideas, but you don't know how to implement, and you don't know how to get free money because you've never done it before, and you're just not going to play. We can show you how to do that. You have to improve your credit. It's not hard to do. It's a process, and you need to have the right kind of retirement program that most of us don't have. You got to stop the mistakes that we make. And this is kind of wild. Watch this. Barron's Magazine, it's a financial paper. It's like Wall Street Journal, did an expose. And many of you don't understand this. First mortgages in Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, and Arkansas, and Nebraska are not in first position. Property taxes in Oklahoma supersede first mortgages. And watch this. Some of you don't understand laws of finance. There's a rule of 76, the rule of 72, the rule of 78. Rule of 72, you can take any interest, divide it into 72, and it will tell you how many years or decades it takes your money to double one time. I'm 59 years old. I feel awesome. But watch this. My money has to work for me, especially because I'm in my late 50s. And this is amazing. They said one of the best investments you can make is investing in tax liens and tax deeds. Laura talked about Texas. In Texas, you can earn 25% rate of return on investment owning tax deeds. Is that a good rate of return? Your money will double in less than, what, 3 years. Is that good? It's pretty good. And catch this. In Oklahoma, It's an awesome position. I have a student that in Lubbock, Texas, got a warehouse on a tax deed sale for $9 grand, and it brings in just under 10 grand a month. Is that a good investment? I'm not sure. I think that works pretty well. But you have to position yourself. And you know what's amazing? All of you in here have grandkids or kids, and if you don't, I have a child for sale. No, just kidding. And watch this. What blows me away is a lot of you want the school district to teach your children what you should be teaching them. It is the parents' responsibility to teach the children. It is not the school. But watch this. For as little as $50, your little 8-year-old girl can open up a self-directed educational IRA, put a $50 tax deed in it, and if it doesn't go well, she may end up owning the property. If it goes well, she'll double her money every 3 to 4 years. But see, some of you for Christmas will buy your little boys and little girls Xbox. Do you know what kind of games they can play? Grand Theft Auto. Oh, that's a real good game. Teach your child how to commit felonies, and you wonder what happened to the children? Are you kidding me? Don't buy garbage for your children's brains. And listen carefully. Things don't happen by accident. You need to teach your kids. I love that. I have a little 7-year-old kid I trained in this business, and he already has a house and some tax liens and tax deeds. His name is Corey Reynolds. He's 7 years old. He totally gets it. Did that happen on Xbox? It happened because his dad set him down and taught him, and it only took about 4 or 5 hours for him to totally get it. And real estate. I know we have some real estate professionals in here. Listen to this. I've been investing for 41 years in real estate, and I got started in this market. This is the best time I have ever seen to invest in real estate is now. But what do Americans do? Watch this. Americans buy when they should sell, and they sell when they should buy, and they never get the timing down. Now is the time to play. And I know some of you, Carlton, you think I'm talking about buying a little single-family home and renting it and making $100 a month. I would rather pick corn out of vomit and put it back in the can than make $100 a month. Are you kidding me? That's not real estate investing. That's just lame. And catch this. You have to position yourself. All of you need a cash cow. That's one of the best ones. I've already mentioned asset protection. You need to do that, and watch this. 89% of the people in our country that are making $50,000 a year or more have some kind of business. Even if they are an employee, they still are pulling that trick off. And watch this. This morning you heard a guy named Phil Town talking about stocks and stuff. Real nice guy. You can open up a self-directed retirement program and do stocks, bonds, mutual funds, straddle trades. You can do all of that. Plus you can invest in tax liens, tax deeds, real estate, first and second mortgages, and really take charge of your retirement. How are you going to retire if you live longer and you don't have the money to retire with? Have you thought about it yet? Some of you are in trouble. I can tell by that edgy look in your faces. Some of you are just upset. Breathe. And watch this. This is absolutely huge. When you look at this, tax liens, deeds, you can do all of that in there and position. Here's 2 good reasons to go into debt. Number 1, for an investment that will yield you more than the interest you pay. And number 2, for education. The more you know, the better you're going to do. The problem is, and I graduated from a major U in this state, they don't teach you this stuff. You know why? Because the people teaching it don't know it. And you can't teach what you don't know. And I know that upset 3 of you. Get over it. I just told you the truth. I'm going to heaven. If you want a liar, go somewhere else. And catch this. This is major. Here's the rule of 78. It's called front-end loading. Mortgage companies, if you have a 30-year mortgage and you're in Yukon or Bethany or War Acres or wherever, Enid, wherever you hang out, Bartlesville, wherever you hang, watch this.